How's it? Today is Friday, December 18th. It's my first big Friday at home. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have one more or two more because next week would be Christmas. I don't know if they'll be open. And then the week after that would be New Year's, and I don't know if they'll be open. Um, so I guess that makes it so that I don't know if I'll have any more. In any case, today's workout was work up to a heavy snatch, ideally as heavy as I could go without missing two in a row. Those are the criteria that he set. Um, Similar thing for the clean and jerk as well. My goal today was honestly to just do 220 for the snatch. I didn't feel very confident going into it. I think 220 was a reasonable expectation. I think 225 would have been nice to hit for that like kind of milestone, but I think 100 kilos is milestone enough. A couple things that I noticed when I was lifting today was that as the weight gets a little bit heavier, I'm throwing my hips into the bar much more than I would have otherwise. And that is typical of my lifting when I am trying extremely hard. It only happens at the heavier weights. The plate fell off there. But yeah, it only happens at the heavier weights, and I I know I'm strong enough to not do that because I've practiced doing pulls and doing position holds at those positions to make sure that I don't throw my hips forward and that I basically just extend my legs. But I think as it gets heavier, I don't know, like the thought of it being heavier is just enough for me to get thrown off. I was really worried, honestly, about today about how my elbow would be holding up. I think on Wednesday I didn't even have a chance to think about how my elbow would be feeling during this clean jerks. It was just way too quick. So today as I was warming up, it started to feel a little bit iffy, like this one here, definitely on my heels, and so that puts a little bit of extra pressure on my elbow. This is my last warm up set. You can see there that I'm throwing my hips forward instead of just extending up with my legs. And that happens again for a 220. So I failed 220 here. It was pretty close. And then I just kind of give up on the second one. Like before I even extend, I just do like a half pull. I don't know why that felt the way it did on the second one, but on that first one, I threw my hips forward, and I was still able to get decent height on the bar. I think if I was more confident in the state of my elbow, I would have been able to pull through that one. I think positionally it was negligibly bad. It was bad for sure that my hips were getting thrown forward, but I think that I'm strong enough, I'm quick enough to maintain those positions properly, so that when I actually am able to push with my arms, then it'll hold overhead. But I I don't know. I think I'm just me being tentative with my elbow. Today it was really mentally taxing. So I move into the clean and jerks. I don't know if you could see on one of those clips earlier. It was unbelievably windy, and the like bay door is open. This is my last warm up set before I attempt my heavy sets. There you can hear the wind there. You see the flag on the top right. That was probably the best jerk I've had in a few weeks, even though I was complaining about it being windy. And so here's 290. You hear the wind again there. That was really close for me. I think that a lot of the factors coming together made it so that my dip was a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. So I ended up pushing the bar forward, and then that caused me to just. I mean, if it goes forward, I'm not going to be able to save that. That one, the bar fell off my shoulder, my right shoulder, and so my upper back started to feel kind of that pain that I've been feeling for the last, I don't know, year or so. I think that practicing these front squats with the proper positioning or proper front rack position will help with the upper back pain. So today was work up to about 100% at whatever I end up cleaning. So I ended up cleaning 290, so I worked up to 3 sets of 3 at 290. They were a lot easier than I thought they would be. I mean, they weren't easy. Like, to be clear, they were not easy. But I thought I was going to fail on a couple of these, like before I started doing them. But all in all, I think the cleans were pretty strong for me. I think that today, going as heavy as I did, so last week I went to 130 and then I missed a jerk. And so today he said to just go up to whatever, go up to a heavy set, right? And so I went up to 290 because that's just a little bit above 130. And I thought I would be able to make it, but the jerk was just not there today. I think it's a combination of it being windy, I got thrown off, and then my elbow is kind of just really unpredictable, I want to say. And then, yeah, that led to me missing those jerks. I think what I was trying to say was that my cleans have been looking very strong. I think from a standpoint of when I pull, the it feels heavy, but the weights move, and that I think is a good place to be for where I am right now. It's just kind of that nervous system training that I am getting used to. But yeah, to finish off, I do some abs, some pull-ups and then abs, just like every other Big Friday. That's all for today. Thank you. Shoots.